Aha, Cahokia. That's actually quite a good one. These mounds are pretty good. Extra gold, 1 amenity, 1 extra housing, I think. Yeah. I mean, they're pretty good. They're pretty good improvements, those ones. Okay, I don't know where that barbarian's gone though, but it's lurking somewhere. I don't trust it. So the prophet has been put down. Well, the holy side, I should say. We've got no points, but nobody else has any points. That's fine. But unfortunately, people are probably building Stonehenge, which means I cannot rest on my laurels right now. I have to immediately consider building things like a shrine. A shrine would be really good for later, but I might save up my gold for that one. And to get things like holy site prayers to rush the religion through. But not just the religion, I'm also going to be rushing the Pantheon through. So we'll go straight to the holy site prayers. You can see I've got lots of barbarians already. This is fantastic. Very good. I've got advantage versus barbarians, but he's going to die very quickly, so I'll pull back. Hopefully the city-state will help me kill those guys. Yeah, so far I'm happy with my start. It's okay, actually. Hahaha, he's so desperate running at this slinger. This slinger's just going to come and kill the camp. Actually, that really helps. That's going to quickly accelerate me towards getting a great profit, which is really, really good. And all of a sudden, I suddenly can think about a Pantheon. Now, the one I was thinking of was the jungle, or the rainforest adjacency, because this would give me 1, 2, 3. That makes this a 5 adjacency holy site. And actually, there is lots of rainforest around here. Rainforest I don't often like cutting down if I can get away with it, so yeah, maybe that's actually not a bad idea. If you're playing as Russia, then obviously Tundra's the one you want to go for, or Canada. Mali, you want to be going for desert. Brazil, rainforest. There's a couple of sort of classic ones. Divine Spark is a very good one. I would always recommend Divine Spark. Holy sites, extra profit points, extra library points, extra theatre squares. These are all very good options. But anything that gives you faith, really. We don't really have many places to stick mines at the moment, and I haven't uncovered any strategic resources, which is a little bit unfortunate at this precise point. I don't have any volcanoes as well for Fire Goddess, so we're gonna go for Sacred Path, adjacent rainforest abilities. Okay, this will massively improve my adjacency. 5 faith. That's really good. I want every single one of my cities to be 10 population, because as soon as I get to Divine Right, I'm going to be getting no, not Divine Right, what am I talking about? Reformed Church, here we go. I'm going to be getting Simultaneum. 10 population gives me 50% extra faith, 50% extra if you've got 3 adjacencies. So these are the things I want. I want my holy sites to have 3 adjacency, and I want my cities to have 10 population. It's very doable. It's very, very doable. I just need to focus on placement a little bit. 13 great profit points just for rushing that one thing. Fantastic. I love the holy. Just rushing that is so much fun. I could be getting a shrine. I'm just going to do an extra one for 1 turn. Holy site prayers. That will get me my religion. And then after that, I can look to think about expanding. Although I am going to be moving my slingers back, because this barbarian is going to be wandering around, just ruining everybody's day. Not happy with you. I'm just drinking my mug of tea and watching this guy run around like a lunatic. It's not fun. As soon as you get early empire, flick it over. God King is no more needed. Settlers. Extra settler power. Fantastic. I'm keeping discipline up just so that my ability with barbarians doesn't diminish. Oh, there's a new barbarian camp right where I wanted to stick a city. Never mind. Never mind. It's fine. It's fine. You can see here I want to put a city in this place because it settles on the Faith Tower, which is good. Rome will get some nice baths, which means I can sort of, well, head that way as soon as I want, really. In fact, actually, do I want to be settling up here? I could settle in this direction first of all, couldn't I? If I stuck a city here? Oh, hang on. There? Or maybe here? Here would be the furthest place I could get to reach there. Okay. I need to go put some map tacks around. Again, you're looking for places that can be settled either on a river or kind of like within a bath of a river. Like over here, for instance, is a fantastic place. If I stuck a city there, that would work really well, because then I could put a bath there. I could put a holy site here. That's immediately 3 adjacency in there. Just Very nice. In fact, actually down here as well, if I put a city, let's have a think about this. Oh, if I put a city 1, 2, 3, 4, so it would have to be on the Slinger Tile there. I could put a holy site here, surrounded by rainforest. Done. Again, no bath there, but we'd have to make do. Can't go everywhere. Can't have a bath absolutely everywhere. This is a very low river continent, but never mind. Moksha is the best governor for a religious victory, purely because of Patron Saint. Apostles trained in the city receive 1 extra promotion when receiving their first promotion. That is brilliant. I cannot tell you how good that is, but in order to use him, I've first got to be using Magnus, because if I don't have Magnus, I can't get provision. If I haven't got provision, I can't train loads and loads of settlers without my capital just shrinking to an unusable size. So there's a couple of things I need to think about first. Now that I've got irrigation, I need to be thinking about getting builders, so we're going to go for animal husbandry, and then I'm going to go for bronze working. Those will unlock iron and horses for me, increase my production a little bit more. We'll see what I'm dealing with. It's always tempting to go right in and start building settlers, but until Magnus is up and running, I don't want to be wasting my early game population. Granary is going to be an important one because in 4 turns I'm not going to be able to grow any further, so we're going to go for a granary. After that point, I'm going to be getting myself, if you think about what's most important, I've got 1, 2, 3 workable tiles, and I want a second builder because you should always have the maximum tiles that you're working are all improved. You see what I mean? That every tile has to be improved. If it's not improved, then you're wasting stuff from your city. So once I've got granary and 2 builders, then I can start thinking about building settlers. Only then. Before that, let's get my religion going. Waha! Right, what picture are we going to do this time? I want to pick a good colour. I always go for the lion, but the lion is very, very replicable when it comes to sort of the pictures. I really wish there was like a deep purple that I could use that I could then rename. But there we go. We're going to go for... let's go for the snake. We're going to call it Danger Snake because our religion is just the most dangerous. When picking your beliefs, you have to think about the game that you're playing. Now, if I was playing a scientific victory or a cultural victory where this faith I didn't, my faith was pointless, I didn't need my faith, the Jesuit education is what you go for every time. It is one of the best. But if I'm using my faith to get missionaries and apostles, then I need to get as much faith as possible. How do I get as much faith as possible? Building as many holy sites as I can. How do I encourage myself to do that? Well, getting something like Feed the World. Feed the World lets me, I just deconnect that for now, it gives me extra food. That's an extra 6 food per city. It means that I'm going to get to 10 population, much easier, which gives me much more faith in the longer run. It encourages me to build a holy site because it will improve the city and how good it is. And it also means I'm not using that faith on something else. Culture is also a pretty good one if you want to rush for the early game. Civics, I could take this city immediately from 4 culture to 6 culture, which is 50% more, but Feed the World is the best thing I can go for. Now, I really, really want to go for mosques. Missionaries and apostles +1 spread is a huge, huge improvement for when I start pumping out things like that. But missionary zeal is the most important one. Religious units ignore movement costs of terrain and features. If you don't get this, you're an idiot. It is the best. Like, you have to get it. If you don't get that, other good ones are anything to do with sort of faith accumulation, really. So you want to be getting things like city-states start subjecting your pressure if you put envoys on them. There's the one that spreads your religion further. There's the one that spreads your religion harder once you get printing. All of these are good options. At the end of the day, it doesn't particularly matter as long as you get something decent. I've got a couple horses, but nowhere near my cities. That's unfortunate. Stonehenge. Told you, people rush Stonehenge. I'm not entirely sure why, but if we hadn't have gone for missionary zeal, the computer will grab it. As a guess, let me just guess this. As soon as this next religion will be put on, it's going to get meeting rooms or meeting houses for 2 production building, because it always does, and it's going to go for monks. What is it called? Warrior monks. I bet you the computer is so predictable that sort of stuff. I just can guarantee it. That's exactly what it's going to go for. I'm just going to switch to builders. There we go. Oh, actually, if we go for a Gogi as well, just in case we get some chance to put out some units. Let's have a quick look. Nope, still hasn't done it. Still hasn't done it. We're going to just keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on this. I bet you. It's too obvious. It's too obvious. Oh, they're taking ages to found their religion. The good thing about all these plantations is that I'm going to get a lot of money coming in every turn, which is all good. But I've got my 2 builders up, which is fantastic now. Settlers, I'm on the wrong policy. I'm just going to wait until state workforce, but I'm just going to get a couple of slingers. Like, as I say, you can never do with enough units in the early game because, my god, the computer sucks. And actually, look, I've just built up 132. If I wasn't playing with Magnus, I would save up to buy a settler, but I'm not. I'm going to save up to get a shrine. It's more important for me because Rome is going to get provision next turn, which means I'm going to be able to pump settlers out very nicely indeed. I don't need to worry about... I just need to worry about getting Rome big enough to sustain all of the settler output effectively. And here we go. We're going to go straight for settlers. Agogi, it's all very good. Let's go straight for discipline now. So I'm just going to be putting settlers out. And we want to start settling as quick as we can. Rome, just finish that. Finish that for now, that's fine. I could get a government plaza, but there's no point rushing that one. I'm going to purchase in the shrine. Here we go, extra food into Rome. We'll just check in, see which tiles I'm working. I don't want it to work this tile. Like, the extra money is good, don't get me wrong, but I would rather have the improved tiles. I guess it is improved, isn't it? Alright, fine. Whatever, the extra gold is probably quite helpful. We can get to population 7 in Rome now, that's pretty good. So which cities am I going to settle first? I haven't got barbs yet, so somewhere on the coast would be good. I kind of need to get that place sorted, don't I? It's going to be difficult to pump the barbarians out of that location. Lots of adjacency bonus here. You know what, I might actually settle a city here. Let's get one here. Thinking about getting a holy site there, and then I'd get a bath here. I know I'm taking down some of the rainforest, but again, all you're doing is making sure your holy sites have 3 adjacency. That's all the important stuff is. Provision, there we go. Settlers are all good. We're now going to be getting the religious governor as a priority. I'm going to start sending over some troops to go and try and take over this place over here. This is going to be the most important one for me. See how we get on. See, it's always worth waiting for those early game settlers. It's mad how effective they are. Oh, Catholicism. Told you. Warrior Monks Meeting House. Every time. Oh look, they've actually come out of my city-state, out of their little... The barbarians actually came out to say hello. Good to see you. Now meet my warriors. That was a bad move for you. Although, did you notice the city-state vanish? We seem to have the Mapuche near us. That's never a good thing. But never mind. They are very aggressive people to have next to you. But it's fine. Don't worry. It's all good. Oh no! Don't think you can just run back once I've defeated you. That's not what happens at all. And with boosted archery, just for the fun of it as well. You see, look, we're starting to get some settlers up now. Got one guy coming over here. Rome is now in full-fledged option. I'm using these fantastic flooded fields to give myself loads of food. I've got 11 housing now. Amenities are going to be my big problem, but we should get some amenities very soon because I'm going to settle right near this luxury resource, which is really good. In fact, actually, is it going to let me put a holy site on the luxury resource? I don't know. Might not, actually, now I think about it, because the game sucks like that, because I'm thinking of Civ 5. So what do I do? Down here is probably the better point then, because I've still got a couple of places that I can do. Rethink about that. It's fine, just keep the settlers coming. In the meantime, I didn't get the golden era, which is fine, so we're going to go for Exodus of the Evangelists, which will help me give my religion a little bit of the religion gives me a boost every time I spread it, which is going to get me into a golden era, which is good, except for the fact that I've got Mapushi next to me, which is terrible. Let's get wheal to improve Rome even further, seeing as it's got loads of wheat next to it. Well, that's certainly a good flood. Look at that. 10 fertilized tiles. Oh, including this one got doubled. My god, this entire river is just the best now. That excites me. Fantastic. Fantastic. My Slinger may be dead, but that's fine. Come back. Come back to safety. Just walk in this flooded place. It's fine. And here we go. Right, let's get the... It's the best thing I love about settling a new city with Rome is you just get this fantastic road now. Gets plonked down right in the way. Fantastic. Let's get this new holy site up and running as soon as possible. 4 extra faith. Thank you very much.